Once a parent clicks a link on your website, or perhaps a link in an email you've sent them, they'll be ready to register online. If you sent them a company-wide link and they're a new registration, the first thing they would do is choose the location for which they want to register. If you sent them a school-specific link, they wouldn't need to make this choice. They'd simply go ahead and click New Family Registration, and they'll be taken to a screen where they'll enter their own information as a parent or guardian. So I'll go ahead and put in a first name here. I'll skip over the middle initial and type in a last name, and I'll put in my gender. They can put in their date of birth if they choose, but that's optional. I'll go ahead and put in my address, 123 East Main, apartment 203, and we'll say that city is Medford, Oregon. It defaults to the state that your center is located in, and then we'll put in a zip code. Okay, and I've got that marked as both the physical and mailing address. Then we'll simply scroll down the screen, and there's a bit more information about the contact person. So you can put in a telephone number for this person, and then indicate what type of phone that is. Let's say that's the home phone. Maybe they also have a cell phone, and we'll mark cell on that. And then the security information is used to get them logged into the site so they could come back later if needed. So we'll click on email. I'll put in my email here, and then they need to choose a security question. So let's say pet's name, and we'll say the security answer is, and my password, and then I'll confirm my password, and then we're going to go ahead and click submit. And at this point they'd be ready to add a new child. So now I'll say add children, type in the name of the first child, tab over to the last name, and it will show the choice there. We'll pick that last name. She's a female, and of course with a child you really do need the date of birth, or if the mother is expecting you could put in a potential due date. Let's just put something in here, and we'll tab over, and then how are we related to this child. Let's say the person registering is the father, and then they'll have the questions to answer that you've set up. They can skip the questions if they choose not to answer them, but they can go ahead and mark maybe immediately, and they're interested in the preschool program, and they need care Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and any other thing they might need. Is your child a returning student? No. How did you hear about our center? Through the website. And then any other additional information. Kelly is allergic to dairy, or something like that, and then click submit. And now the parent returns to the screen where from here they could update their own information or the child's information, or they could add another child. I'll go ahead and click finish, and then they'll get the thank you message, whatever you typed in when you set up your center information. And then they can go back to home. Home just takes them back to the initial registration page. From here, as long as you haven't yet imported this information into ProCare or deleted it through ProCare, they could log back in using their email address and password. And that's all there is for a parent to register their children online.